very quickly, because lots to film today. A number of you have asked me for my top 3 and top 5, and to rank the advent calendars, multi-brand ones of this year, obviously. So here we are. I'm going to rank them very, very quickly, and I'm not going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll have tiers, top tier, and so on, because within a tier, you cannot have a certain order necessarily, because it depends on what I can use, what you can use, and that could vary. Yeah, sometimes I have a lot that I can use in an advent calendar, you may not. This depends on what I have in my stash, my kind of skin and my kind of makeup aesthetic and so on. So there will be differences. So let's have tiers based on full sizes, price point, repeats, very commonly seen products, new launches, price changes, and sort of worth of the products themselves. I mean, if you're selling sheet masks and jade rollers and things, I'm not going to count them as very valuable products. So the worth of the products themselves inside, definitely the contents, basically value for money. So off we go. For me, number 1, the best advent calendar of this year, Harrods. No question. The price hasn't changed from the time Harrods launched their advent calendar. 250 quid, no price change. This year, so many full size. You can see my preview, you can see my spoiler video. I do a price breakdown there. Marvelous. Not a single gua sha stone or jade roller or supplement inside. Are all the others listening? Everybody else has jade roller, gua sha stone, supplement. Not a single Augustinus Bader rich cream. They have an Augustinus Bader lip balm. Augustinus Bader rich cream, not there. What more do you want? Everything about this advent calendar, loads and loads and loads of very solid, high-end, luxurious skincare, lots of good things. Under eye patches, the one dud that I had, but you won't have them all, Something has to give. So yeah, might as well have a single set of under eye patches and call it. Yeah, it's better than gua sha stones and jade rollers and Augustinus Bader rich creams and Ico liners and Dr. Pawpaws and fake tan and whatnot, yeah? So in terms of that, this was a very solid curation. I would, if I had to remove points and nitpick, it would be because of the appalling way they launched. They decided to do a liberty and launch at midnight. The problem is nobody was expecting that, because previous years' advent calendars have launched at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m., that sort of thing, UK time. This year they decided to do it at midnight. The problem is all the UK people thought they had a raw deal. The rest of the world thought they had a raw deal because, all those Dubai and Qatari people, it was 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or something for them, and they couldn't buy it either. So basically nobody could buy it except those in Australia, and I don't think they shipped to Australia this year. So apart from the Aussies, it was a very awful time for everybody, launch time for everybody else. And the US, of course. So yeah, the launch time I would take. But then they are going to restock for sure. They are going to restock. So stay tuned for the restock. Now there are 4 others in that tier, in that top 5 tier. In no particular order, because these depend on what you want, what you can use individually, And it also depends because there was another advent calendar that I really, really liked, but at the last moment, they'd already sold to somebody else, sold to another group. At the last moment, right before the advent calendar launched, they made a few changes which weren't for the better. So that one went down in my estimation. Right, I'll tell you what the top 5 are. Harrods number 1 is 2, 3, 4, and 5 in no particular order. Cult Beauty, Net-a-Porter, Space NK, Stylevana. In no particular order. Personally, for me, I would pick Stylevana above the rest, because I love K-Beauty. The only problem that I have with Stylevana is that I have, as you probably know if you watched my video on Stylevana, most of the products in the advent calendar, most of them. So yeah, there are 2 or so that I want that I don't have, and I've already bought them. Placed an order on Stylevana, hasn't shipped yet. Cult Beauty is a very good one. Cult Beauty, it does contain supplements, and that lipstick in there, the Victoria Beckham one, is never going to suit me. However, there are 2 problems. They sold to the Hut Group, yes. Right before the advent calendar launched, the Hut Group decided to, sort of put a foot in and take over and make all these changes. The biggest change for me was that customer care, you can no longer contact them via an email address directly as you were able to do in the past, or even a phone number, which was provided in the past. Now it has to be via the website, via a form, They reply in their own sweet time or via live chat. The other thing is that there have been a few lies and a bit of confusion. They used to remove VAT for international customers. By international, don't go for my throat. They categorize customers into three: UK customers, EU customers, internationals. And the Hut Group have first made the statement on the 7th of October that international customers would have to pay VAT in addition to local taxes, their own country's tax. So that's double taxation, yeah? So there was that. And then they changed their mind and said VAT would be removed. But it wasn't removed. Then they said you can shop in your own local currency, but VAT is still not being removed. So that being the case, I think Cult Beauty's Advent calendar at the last minute, the number of customers I think who wanted it reduced a bit. A number of you told me that you went in for Space NK instead because Space NK still removes international VAT. I think that the Hut Group have wrecked Cult Beauty. I'll talk more about the Hut Group in a separate video long after Advent calendar season is over. Space NK has been alright for the last couple of years now. I wouldn't, find much fault with it. I mean, it's not, oh my god, I need to have this nest, but it's not how horrible either. It's that kind of Advent calendar. Now, the big advantage is this. They did a 15% discount code. That's how it sold out. 15% discount code. Twice they did that. Last year they did 15 off every 60 spent. That was marvelous. Excuse me, I need another throat lozenge. Yeah, so it finally sold out with the 15% code and with Cult Beauty making all the changes at the last minute. So because of the discount, you actually got it for 170, 175, 70-ish quid or so, which was a good price for that Advent calendar. That is why Cult Beauty is, Space NK is in the top 5. Net-a-Porter, massive value, very, very high-end products in there, very nice. There's a gua sha stone. It irks me, and there's a bloody Augustine Spader rich cream in both Space NK and Net-a-Porter. Nevertheless, in terms of all the criteria that I listed, this is definitely worthy of being in the top 5. The next tier has ASOS leading. Very solid products, very budget price. A few, 2 or 3 duds, but at that price you don't mind, you don't mind. So yeah, good choice there. Marks and Sparks is probably in this tier as well. There's also John Lewis, which has half the calendar as a right ball and the other half marvelous. The second half, full-size Estee Lauder serum, full-size Dermalogica serum, full-size Charlotte Tilbury quad. Very nice. The latter half was very, very good. First half, awful. Now, I would also put Skin Store and Flannels in this tier. Skin Store because the value is excellent, and the only problem is that there are some repeats for those who bought it last year. So if you haven't bought it last year, Skin Store's a good one. Flannels by itself, there's a Natasha Denona 5 planner in there, so not bad, yeah. There's Medicate and all that. You can watch my individual videos of each of these. I'm not going to repeat the contents over and over and over and over. The next tier for me has 2. Tier 3, Yes Style and Latest in Beauty. Latest in Beauty purely because the price is just 63. Yes Style because, it has some decent K-beauty. Some decent. There is more and more tat coming into Yes Style. Right now, I think of the K-beauty Advent calendars, the 2 that we have so far. Style Vanna wins by a mile because there's more solid skincare in there and less tat, Yes Style botched it. This year, they sent out a set of tatty plastic brushes, body glitter, don't ask, and soap, Claire's and everything, really nice product actually, but yes, soap in an Advent calendar isn't very exciting, is it? So that's my next tier. The next tier is what I call the uninspired and unexciting tier. That is Liberty, Feel Unique, L and U Beauty. Liberty, L, Feel Unique and U Beauty. Selfridges and Niche Beauty are the next tier. Those are what I call very, very overpriced for what you get inside. Very, very overpriced. If the price were less, I may not have minded. Now this tier, I'm not saying the value isn't there. I'm saying that the products are so, what's there? I don't particularly want this. Ness, Liberty, for instance, I even did a song about it. You can watch my video for those who haven't seen it, sing along. 3 hyaluronics, 2 eye masks, and all that, 2 lip balms. So it was very uninspiring. And then you have what I call the bad tier. Look Fantastic and Fortnum and Mason. Look Fantastic appalling because they've drastically reduced the number of full sizes and jacked up the value of the advent calendar by including one amount product. Fortnum and Mason, room sprays, pouch, muscle gel, joint rub. Oh God. Everything but actual beauty. Everything except actual beauty. Lastly, you have the absolute 2 rip-offs, the complete rip-offs. Skin City, where everything but 2 items, minis, just minis, and we're talking 5mm minis here, people. Glossy box. I didn't even do a video on Skin City. I put spoilers on the what page is that? Community page. I know, brain fog. On the community page. The calendar launched meanwhile, so I didn't, get time to film. Will I film today? I don't know. I'm doing 8. I'll probably, lose my voice long before that. But yeah, it's a complete rip-off for 170 euros, people. Glossy box, another complete rip-off. You have 1 Huda Beauty palette, Mercury retrograde. 1 Huda Beauty palette. The rest, Tad, 1 Avant. The Avant doesn't count. Tad doesn't count. 1 Huda palette. Might as well buy the Huda palette at a discount and walk away. So these 2 are the complete rip-offs for me. The others are not rip-offs. So apart from Harrods, I would find fault with all the others. The top 5 aren't bad. Cult Beauty, Space, and K-Net-A-Porter Style Manor. If you like your K-Beauty, definitely Style Manor is very good, particularly if you don't have a lot of those products to try out. Or, if you regularly buy those products. But the rest of them, I personally wouldn't give them a second glance, any of them. Yeah, as I said, flannel, ASOS, Flannels, Skin Store, John Lewis, not bad. Yeah, not bad. Buy if you want. Ness. The rest of them this year have been appalling, in one word, appalling. Now, if you disagree with me, that is perfectly fine. You like an advent calendar, I don't like it. It's allowed, that's not a crime. Let's not, argue or go for each other's threats. Enjoy your goodies, I say. I do, however, wish you would rank your choices, top 10 or whatever, all of the ones that I've mentioned. Do rank your choices in the comments below. I would love to see. I am going to be doing a video on the men's advent calendars, which I'm filming right after this. All the men's advent calendar rankings come there. Do not rank them here, because I want you to rank them over there in that video. Don't rank them over here. So do tell me your thoughts in the comments below. So that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up. Please do hit the subscribe button. Please do ring the notifications bell, and I'll speak to you soon.